Hello there, Minecrafters. Thanks for coming by. Welcome back to Diversity 3 Developer Commentary with Adam. And back again with Adrian.
Hello.
Adrian. The World Foundry. Where'd you come up with that name?
Yo. Well, I make worlds using my stuff. So I kind of hack them out like a iron foundry, but it's worlds. So there we go. That's what it is. It's the World Foundry.
Then
for worlds.
Well, the foundry must be huge if it's pumping out worlds.
Absolutely is. Yep. It's galactic scale.
The dropper I built, it was finished, and after I added these guys, I said, it's not finished. That's what happened. Isn't that cool? You see that? See that progression there? All right. So as I said, I made this one. We have a giant dropper. Now it's a little bit cheater because the actual dropper. Let's see if I can get one here. You look real close.
This is what they look like inside, isn't it? This is if you were able to smash open a dropper.
This is what they look like inside. Look very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. However, if you notice these are 3x3s, the center is an odd number. I cheated. That dropper is stretched and vertically and horizontally, but I really wanted the player to be shot out of a dropper every time we enter it. So this is the slots. So if you're looking at the inside of a dropper, we have the slots. Those are the slots. They're all color-coded this time. We have a little gimmick that is like you can stand on these blue, which gives you a jump boost. So where do you guys want to start?
I don't mind. Probably bottom row first, work our way up.
Okay, so the way that this works, you're not going to be able to see it, but if you walk out nothing, there is a scoreboard that's checking for you to be from this area into this area, and then if you are in this area, you have to cross, like you basically have to hop, because you have to be checking on this coordinate right here. So that's how that works. And if anybody does it, it grabs everybody and drops them down and into the Batman level. Up here we have the chase with the bat symbol. You have, I think that's purple, or it looks purple. I don't know if that might be blue. Green, that's like Joker colors. And the slot selection is a dropper. Locked. So anyway, jump to drop, you do that. And the way that you do it is you aim between the thing and you pull down. Or you can turn around. I used to be able to do this like first try. You have to wait till you like see. You have to see that. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
I tell you what, the only real crime. It's not the Joker or the Riddler or. It's the fact that you can't normally see the tire marks through the street.
You know what? Those I debated on even adding. Okay, I can't do it. I failed. So what we've got here is. I had talked to Adrian at the time when I wanted to do the map alone. And I was like, I'm going to have to build Gotham. And I don't really want to build it because it's going to take forever. So you had said, send me a picture. And so I sent you a video. Hey, Adrian, how's it going? Thanks for showing interest in my little project here. So I'll just be upfront about it because you're going to know sooner or later. I am working on Diversity 3, and you're one of 3 people besides my kids and my wife who know I'm working on it. So you're the 3rd person, and I'd like to keep it very quiet. I was actually going to do it completely alone. I probably still will, but at this point, I don't even know if I'll even announce I'm making it. I might just like throw a trailer out, but it's like I might not even get it done this year. And I might not even finish it. So you can see we have the Batmobile. This is going to be one of the drops, I hope, if I can get it. They'll probably be flying down this way, so I'm going to flip this whole landscape up vertically like we did with the Star Wars one.
These buildings are all procedurally created. They've got lots and lots of crinkly bits.
Just ask, say, hey, can you generate a map? And he'll make it for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just make
this
a map.
Is the
Everyone
bus's
just
stop
get in
sign.
touch, and I'll make you a map.
So the difference between this and Diversity 2 is I wanted to make more attractive builds that you jump through rather than challenge, and it turned out they were challenging. And the Batmobile, which I took off of Tinkercad, it's missing a wheel, like the song. That's Razlight 79. We have a spare bat tire, which is a melon, and we have a whole bunch of Batman heads, which I got off of fresh coal. But the joke is that it's crime prevention. In other words, Batman has lost it. He's tired of putting the guys in Arkham Asylum. He's just decapitated them all and kept the evidence in his trunk. If you wear the Adam West head, which most kids won't know who he is, but you get a, what do you call it, achievement. I think, no, it has to be a melon. And wow, what in the world? There we go. Okay. And that is the, what was that one called? The Chase. Okay, so into the lime one. So this is based off of Pepsi Twist, which is a lemon flavored Pepsi. So it's kind of fake because it's a lime flavored Pepsi now, but it's I'm using, basically created this thing where we wanted to just make blocks that you could avoid. And the nice thing about these terracotta is they create a lime pattern. And there happens to be a friend of mine, Mojang developer, map maker, whose name is Sliced Lime. And so I wanted to put him in the map.
I met Sliced Lime last year. Met him last year. I sat in a car with him as we were stuck in Stockholm traffic, and I was so awestruck of everyone who was in that car that I cannot even remember what I said. It was one of those meet the people who sort of influence a huge part of your life, and your brain just goes to mush.
He used to work for DICE, which is an EA company, and he made Mirror's Edge 2. I think he was the lead developer. Anyway, then you have this thing which says the lime slicer, and he says, could you finish slicing the lime for me? I'm pretty tired. So breaking this is just looking for this to be air, and it takes forever because it's dull, because all those sliced limes that he had to make the dropper, because technically he made the dropper, he's saying they're dull because he had to break all those blocks. Then we go to, I was so proud of this one, the Dogfight. And this is drop number 9. And it is kind of Canada versus the US, but also Japan versus, what's that other country? Havania? Well, the one that has like the US flag with 1 star instead of, what do they have, 50 or something like that? We're not American. We don't know anything about that.
Havania?
I don't remember the country. Lithuania?
That's not even a country,
Havania. I was so proud of this build. I'm not a builder, and I'm so proud of this build. It's Canadian biplane. I got these out of Tinkercad. So the planes, I just they kind of formed this way from the schematic, but then I had to update all the blocks, change the wheels a little bit, add these little gun cannons, add these cool bullets in slow motion, and then all of these clouds on the walls, which are breaking the rule again because they're wool. They were desert sand masses that I grabbed and then put them on the walls, turned them sideways, and then I went around physically and broke the sides to make them different shapes. So this one, you got to jump in the middle because that's where the only place you can survive. You come out here because I made this easier than it originally was. Now, I can't remember. Whoops. Originally, you had to go for the middle of the nose of the Canadian flag, which is hilarious because Canada would not be able to like do a dogfight with America. They have way more ammunition, but I thought it would be funny. And you have to aim for this cobweb right there. I got down to this part, and it takes forever. I wish there was like a softer landing that didn't take forever. And then you go down to the wheels. Now that's over here. There we go. To like those basic drops that I don't know if I invented them, because when I did that in Diversity 2 where you don't actually do a full drop going down, people are like, that's not a dropper. Like, well, that's you technically drop. That's a dropper.
This isn't a CTM.
And then you land on this cobweb that I had to add for Realms submission. I don't really want that cobweb, and it didn't make it into Realms anyway, so.
Did they allow through those guns, the shooting?
He didn't say anything.
Wow, interesting.
I don't think he noticed.
Okay.
Because one of the rules is you also can't have country flags, like real life country flags, and that's another rule break. There's a few rule breakers
with the branding too. I thought they would have gotten upset about that.
Look at this. Look at this. This is how much I care about little details. Texel Elf is American. I spell honors the American way just for him.
Oh,
isn't that nice? And he wants to blow up the Canadian flag, or Canadian plane, which you put. That's a fake explosion. You just hear it when you teleport back. Ah, yes. This is such a cheater dropper because it's using Adrian's sprinkle filter, and I didn't have to hardly do any work. I think this might have been the one where I asked Adam to start doing touch-ups.
Yeah, this is really the only one I had like a big hand in, I would say, in terms of dropper.
So I did the popcorn, and it was white wool, or it was white concrete and sponge. And then I got the cup off of Tinkercad. I made the popcorn box myself. Woo, stripey build. And the lid I made myself, and the straw, that's this thing right here I made myself. That's all it was. And then I said, Adam, can you do something with it? And he added the chairs, he added the background here, and then he made everything what is that block? Yellow terracotta? I think that's what it is.
And the 3D glasses.
And the 3D glasses.
People don't notice until the credits.
Chair looks really comfy.
It's not. If you land on it, you die. The ticket stub. So you have to go on and give this to a friend of mine, Rockabilly, who no longer plays Minecraft. But we have a ticket stub for Jingle All the Way 3, which is like hailed as one of the worst movies. Well, it doesn't exist. I think Jingle All the Way 2 does. Screen 14, 34, 90.
Having a Schwarzenegger in
Sinbad.
Political breakout?
Yeah, his breakout role. That's right. Give it to Rockabilly and you complete the level. White one, going back to the past.
Oh, this one is so hard.
Didn't even make it. The Return. Look, the monument's up there with the blue wool. It's also drop number 5. Here we have the freebie room. So you actually jump out of the freebie room. This is in Diversity 1. Then you go to the hub in Diversity 1. And you keep jumping, and we've added this cobweb, but you can see it looks weird because the fences are the other way, but this is Diversity 1. Also kind of Diversity 2 because you start there. And then you get, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Diversity, what is this? Diversity, I think it says 2. This chest on the side is not actually a block.
Scandal.
It is a minecart. And it's got a timer on it because if you leave the chest, if you leave the minecart not right side up for a long time, it will eventually turn. So after a timer goes, it kills that thing, and then it summons a new one. And hopefully when people are dropping past it, they're only ever seeing the one sideways thing. That's how that little trick worked. And I did it again down in this section. Through here, which is the Diversity 2 hub. We have the blue wool still is the only one left, because in Diversity 2 you could pick whatever one you wanted. If we go outside, you can see it's still there's the tester room. Get to Ninja Noah 5, who made Asleep with Razlight 75, and you look, there's an invisible bat. Somebody give him high five. You punch the bat, it dies, and then when it doesn't have a bat, it knows we can now complete the level. This is such a cheap way. You did not.
Yeah, first.
This is such a cheap.
That's totally legit.
Oh, I was right there. Like this is like nothing. This build is so bad. There's nothing.
I love it. I love the walls.
The walls is
really
cool.
Like
I think I Google imaged plaid and then I created it. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, that's what I should have put in the map. We got a rough, we got a sand trap, we got a huge thingy here. I guess you're kind of the ball, but that's the ball too.
I think this has to be my favorite pun in the whole map.
Extreme Golf. This is Mr. Guerretto. He made a map called Extreme Golf. I never played it, but he's another really... He has no... he has, I think, bare feet on his skin, so that's why he has no boots. Either bare feet or sandals. He wants you to grab the 9 iron, and if you look down... Oh, Creeperfornia party! We have 9 iron. I think what it does is... Take that iron out of there, that last one. I think it's checking with an empty chest. Yeah, that's what it's doing. So if you take the iron out and you put something in that chest, you can't complete the level. This is the only one that it remains open because if this was a floor and I had it like this and they jumped, they'd always remember to go in the middle and then you could always make it. So to make it a little bit harder, I forced them to jump.
It's actually easiest to get first time.
Yeah, exactly. This is supposed to be a little yellow Volkswagen bug car. Prop number 1. The Bumblebee. So this is in, I think, Dropper 1. He had this design which looks really, really cool. And he did it with rainbow, and I just did it like if you go up like this, it looks so cool. It's like kaleidoscopy. Then we go to Bumblebee, and the original gold textures they were going to use, thank goodness they updated them because I absolutely hated them. They had like this for this look. I prefer the
he was super vocal about it too. It was
mad.
It was
It looked terrible.
Map
absolutely awful. Then you press, this is my beautiful redstone, which you have the core, and then you have the spark, which I think is transformer technology, but I'm not sure. Put it in there, you complete it. What's next? This is like the hardest thing I've ever built in my life. So we have the controller from the NES. It's the nostalgic because it's nostalgia. We have the ladder from Donkey Kong. And we have these gorgeous Nintendo NES controllers. And I built these all by hand. The entire thing in creative, placing every single block. I did.
Do they work?
They work.
Press
you
the buttons?
Press it.
Yeah.
So the way that this one works is you can land on this cobweb. But then you can land on this cobweb. I think if you want to do it right off the bat when it shoots you out, you land in this cobweb and you'll make it. Somebody told me you can actually make it down to that barrel off the first shot. I don't know how that's possible. Then you got to hit the cord. Once you hit the cord, you can slowly drop your way down to the actual system, the console, into here. I saw a couple of YouTubers, they jumped from here. They jumped from here through that hole and landed in the water. I was very impressed. Can't believe they did that. Then you have Mario. Oh man, this build. I'm so proud of this build. This is so hard for me to do. I used a Google image to make it. Look at that. Look how good the Donkey Kong looks. Wow, this is the greatest thing I ever built in my life. If you step on the hammer, you get...
Hammer time!
Hammer time. Used to have an advancement that was if you jumped on all 4 barrels, but I thought that's probably harder to get, a secret advancement. Then you have Pauline, not Princess Toadstool, it's a different one. And you run all the way... You go all the way from here and all the way back just so you can go talk to Biggery, the original guy who created the dropper genre. in this chest, we have some old school games. So we have Chicken Hunt. What do you think that is, guys? Chicken Hunt? Duck Hunt?
No idea.
Good. Duck Hunt. Oh. Excite Boat. Never played Excite Bike. The Legend of Zombie.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Super Minecraft Bros. Packed Iceman.
That's terrible.
Pac-Man. Stronghold Vania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ender Metroid.
Close.
Metroid. Okay. Double Ender Dragon. Hey, Double Dragon. Magma Man. Ooh, Magma Man, like Mega Man. You like that one. Ninja Taiga, which is Ninja Gaiden. Taiga Gaiden. That's kind of the joke. And then we have the Nether Entertainment System. Endertainment. See that? Endertainment. Grab a game, put it in. Oh, yes. Okay. So this is my attempt to connect with the young kids of today and put pop culture in the map. I don't think I did that in any of the other diversity maps. But we have the Kylo Ren lightsaber, although it's not technically the Kylo Ren. It should have been more like this. I think this is more of a Kylo Ren lightsaber. Yeah, I totally should have done that. This map is totally broken. The dark side, which is a hint. This is actually two lightsabers fighting it out. The dark side, which means you have to actually go through the dark side. So, out of all these pixel arts, and I got this from this website that it was like bead art. So you create these things using beads, but you could translate it to Minecraft because it's basically the same thing. We have the prequels. We have the Sith guy. It would be Darth Maul. And then we have the original trilogy. And we have the 4 main characters, I guess. And we have Darth Vader. And then we have the... What do you call these? The terrible ones? the sequel trilogy with Kylo Ren. And those were terrible. The only one... No, I didn't like any of them. I haven't liked any of the Disney ones.
I thought 7 was okay.
7.
It was okay.
7?
Yeah.
I already saw 7. It was called 4. What's the point of watching 7? This is disco. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Use your anger and strike me down. There is one little bonus here. The Emperor, who apparently was the mastermind behind anything. Here is an invisible iron golem. So it gives you the entire range. You can hit disco wherever you want. And all you have to do is hit them somewhere. So we could hit them here and we win. Very good. And then I'm up there. And that jumps out, which they broke in 114. You get a boost when you land on that, don't you? You do. And it's kind of funny because in the dropper, to get the wool, you aren't allowed to drop. You have to actually jump and get it. And that's basically the dropper.
Perfect. The pinnacle of map making.
Yeah, that was the last branch I did when I said I can't do this anymore. Puzzle, dropper, and survival. And then I'm like, nope, can't do it. Need help. Need these geniuses behind me, these artistic people, make it a better experience. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Any last words, guys?
Don't think so.
I had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun talking about the dropper. We're going to go to survival next. Ooh, I wonder if that'll be me by myself. Maybe. I might bring a surprise guest. I don't know. Anyway, enjoy your Minecrafting, guys. We will see you next time, and have a great day.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
I wonder how crazy the finale is going to get.
It's gonna be just a mess.
Just like this one.
Whoa, you blew up the... Oh, no.
Especially with Jig's
You actually
shenanigans.
blew up the... You actually blew up the hub. I have to use this in other episodes.
Is Jay also
no.
like crazy or?
He's gonna cause something, I'd say.
Oh my gosh, it's completely destroyed.
Is it?
What in the heck did you guys do? Who did this?
I hope you make the backup.
Look it. It's gonna work.
I did.
It's amazing. Greatest map ever. Look at that. The monument is so powerful you can't even destroy it.
Well, we already did droppers, so I think it'd be funny if he started survival like that.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Could
Oh, is that how that works?
do a survival like that.
With the block, with the you can make the minecart go somewhere else, or the block inside the minecart.
Yeah. You didn't watch the DevCom? I tell you.
I kind of fell
Busted.
asleep during that part, I think.
Yeah.